You don't even cry right now.
Why should I cry
You
right
are
now?
on the verge of losing me and you don't cry.
I'm on the verge of
Are
losing
you
a
sure?
man
Are
that
you
is demanding for me to have a child 5 months into a relationship, and you want me to cry about that? I'm not going to cry about that. I'm relieved that I'm finding this out about you.
I'm not expecting a child from you right now.
Yes, you
Okay.
are.
The roller coaster relationship between 90 Day Fiancé stars Sarper Güven and Shekinah Garner continues to spark buzz long after their dramatic debut on season 11. The couple first fell head over heels after meeting on a dating app. A whirlwind romance between Sarper, a charming personal trainer from Turkey, and Shekinah, a strong-willed single mother from Los Angeles. After months of virtual love, Sarper took the leap and arrived in the US on AK-1 visa, ready to build a life with Shekinah. But the moment he stepped into her home, the cracks began to show. Sarper felt stifled by Shekinah's house rules and lifestyle, saying he felt trapped in an environment far different from what he expected. Despite his doubts, the couple moved forward with their unconventional bedding wedding. Yes, they literally tied the knot on a bed, in a ceremony that left 90 Day Fiancé fans stunned. Though their fiery chemistry was undeniable, the marriage soon hit rocky ground. By the time the season 11 tell-all aired, things had taken a serious turn. Sarper revealed that he and Shekinah were sleeping in separate rooms, and she had even asked him to leave the house. Tension between the two reached such a breaking point that Sarper considered returning to Turkey, his homeland, and the place where he says he feels truly free. So where do they stand now? In a recent interview with Swan, both Sarper and Shekinah opened up about their current relationship status, and there's finally a glimmer of hope. Sarper shared that while arguments still arise, their ability to communicate and recover has greatly improved. "We are still having arguments," he admitted, "but right now, we recover a lot more quickly." Shekinah echoed his sentiments, revealing that the couple has started attending therapy to better navigate their challenges. "We've had a few sessions. We need more, for sure, but at least we started," she said honestly. The couple agreed that therapy has helped them understand each other on a deeper level, although they acknowledge there's still work to be done. But the biggest unresolved issue? Where to live? Shekinah dreams of relocating to Miami, drawn to the vibrant lifestyle and opportunities. Sarper, on the other hand, isn't sold, and it's not just the weather. She wants to live in Miami. I'm not so close to that idea because of the weather. "So humid," he joked, before turning serious. He still holds a deep desire to return to Turkey, saying he feels a stronger sense of identity and comfort there. In his words, "If we lived in Turkey, our marriage would be perfect." This tug-of-war over their future location continues to cause friction. While they haven't reached a final decision, it's clear this issue could shape the next chapter of their story. As for their future on 90 Day Fiancé, it sounds like this couple isn't going anywhere, at least when it comes to TV. Sarper hinted at returning to the franchise, saying, "If they want to document us, we cannot say no to them." Shekinah agreed, noting that fans have grown invested in their journey, and she feels a responsibility to share what happens next. Despite the drama, therapy sessions, and ongoing cultural clashes, Sarper and Shekinah remain committed to working through their differences for now. Whether they'll make it long-term or crash under the weight of incompatible dreams is still uncertain, but one thing's for sure, their story is far from over. Palazzolo is no stranger to relationship drama, and this time, he's added a new twist, a secret romance with Natalie, all while still being entangled in a chaotic open marriage with Jasmine Pineda. Gino first entered the 90 Day Fiancé universe in Before the 90 Days Season 5, where he met Jasmine on a sugar baby dating site. Their relationship was explosive from the start, riddled with jealousy, trust issues, and financial tension. Jasmine often accused Gino of spending more on his exes than on her, leading to constant arguments that slowly chipped away at their emotional connection. Despite the drama, Gino proposed in the season finale, and the couple eventually married. However, things quickly fell apart. During couples therapy, Jasmine made a jaw-dropping confession. Her friend Matt Brownies, who she claimed wanted to sleep with her, had gotten her pregnant. Gino agreed to therapy hoping to save the marriage, but he never expected this level of betrayal. As season 9 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, kicked off, Gino introduced viewers to Natalie, a new woman in his life. He claimed they'd met online 3 months earlier and immediately hit it off. Gino was drawn to her calm energy, easygoing personality, and most of all, her appreciation for his nerdy charm. Natalie, twice divorced and tired of dating macho men, found Gino's gentle demeanor and bald head appealing, a far cry from her toxic past relationships. Sparks flew fast, and Gino flew to Las Vegas to meet her in person. "It was really weird being attracted to someone that wasn't my wife," Gino confessed, highlighting the emotional mess he was in. Their chemistry was undeniable. Gino invited Natalie to his hotel room after dinner, and while things didn't escalate all the way, the tension was high. However, Natalie had no clue about Gino's real marital status, a truth Gino had deliberately kept hidden. It wasn't until the next morning, when Natalie asked about Jasmine, that Gino finally confessed. He admitted they were still legally married and in an open relationship, something Natalie had never agreed to or known about. Natalie was stunned. "I don't want to be a third party to anything," she said to the cameras. "Why didn't he tell me this months ago?" She started questioning everything. Was she being used as a pawn in Gino and Jasmine's twisted games? Was this all part of a plan to make Jasmine jealous? Gino, on the other hand, claimed he still had love for Jasmine, but wanted to explore something real with Natalie. Despite the rocky start, Natalie surprisingly agreed to be part of the open marriage, at least temporarily. Trailers for the season even showed intimate scenes of her and Gino taking bubble baths, playing pool, and sharing romantic moments, all while Jasmine was still in the picture. But it didn't last. Behind the scenes, Natalie and Gino's relationship ended long ago. Jasmine herself exposed the timeline via Instagram in April 2025, claiming Gino had already started dating Natalie before they even finished couples therapy. She also revealed that Gino dumped Natalie and quickly moved on, dating 2 Brazilian women shortly afterward. Those relationships, too, ended badly. Then came Kelly, a woman Gino dated next. According to Jasmine, Kelly broke up with Gino because he body-shamed her and cheated on her online. Gino's dating spree didn't stop there. In May 2025, blogger Shabuti shared a fan-filmed video of Gino on a romantic date with a new girlfriend, a Jasmine lookalike, during a boat tour in downtown Detroit. Fans were quick to notice the uncanny resemblance and speculated that Gino was seeking out women who looked like his ex-wife. Meanwhile, Natalie's Instagram remains private, and she hasn't made any public statements since the show aired. Her side of the story, and what really happened behind closed doors, may only be revealed during the Tell-All special. Gino's post-Jasmine love life has become a whirlwind of secrets, lies, and heartbreak. From hiding his open marriage from Natalie to jumping into multiple rebound relationships, Gino seems to be stuck in a cycle of emotional chaos, one that could seriously damage his chances at real love. Will Gino ever find stability after Jasmine? Will Natalie return for the tell-all and confront him face-to-face? And just how many secrets is Gino still hiding? Only time and the 90-day cameras will tell.
This is how they keep her medicine. She back.
90-Day Fiancé fan favorite Annie Sowen is going through one of the most emotional times of her life. The proud first-time mom recently gave a heartfelt update about her 4-month-old daughter, Minthirarad, who has been hospitalized in Thailand, and fans are rallying around her in support. In a series of social media posts, Annie opened up about the terrifying moments that have unfolded since her daughter fell ill. Joined by her husband David Toborowski, Annie remained at Minthira's bedside in a Bangkok hospital, doing everything she could to stay strong for her child. David, visibly shaken, yet doing his best to comfort Annie, had just returned to their family condo in Pattaya after a couple of short trips. Despite speculation that the couple might not return to their Arizona home, it's clear that being close to family and affordable medical care in Thailand has become a blessing in disguise. Just days before the health scare, Annie and David shared a lighthearted moment from a date night at a local nightclub. David gushed about how affordable outings are in Thailand compared to the US, and how grateful he feels for the comfortable lifestyle they've built. But behind the scenes, they were bracing for what would become a very difficult chapter. Fans were stunned when David shared a photo of baby Minthira wearing an oxygen mask, lying in Annie's lap. Annie, usually seen with her iconic radiant smile, appeared deeply distressed, her face pale and filled with worry. Annie later confirmed that their daughter had been hospitalized with RSV respiratory syncytial virus, a common yet potentially dangerous infection in infants. She shared that Manthyra underwent lung percussion therapy to help with sputum extraction, which brought brief relief. But the doctors warned her, RSV often gets worse before it gets better. Annie's vulnerability struck a chord with fans, especially other mothers. Reddit threads quickly filled with supportive messages and personal stories from parents who'd faced similar challenges. 2 fans opened up about their own babies battling RSV, adding that they knew exactly what Annie was going through. No mother can stay calm when their child is sick, one user wrote. Her instincts are working overtime. Annie herself acknowledged the emotional toll, writing in a touching Facebook post. As a mother to my little girl, I gathered all my broken heart pieces and kept strong. My daughter needs me. She is our miracle angel, and she needs her mom and dad more than ever right now. Throughout this painful journey, Annie has felt the overwhelming support from fans and strangers alike. She thanked the nurses, doctors, and supporters who stood by her and David, both online and in person. She emphasized that love, even from people they've never met, has helped them stay strong. Though they continue to face good days and bad, Annie and David are doing everything they can to stay hopeful, taking shifts and closely monitoring Manthyra's condition. Annie promised to prioritize her own health too, so she can stay strong for her daughter. "We are warriors for our baby girl," she said, holding back tears. From lighthearted date nights to emotional hospital visits, Annie and David are experiencing the full spectrum of parenthood. The road has been anything but easy, but their resilience and love for Manthyra have only grown stronger. As fans around the world send prayers and messages of encouragement, Annie continues to share her story with honesty, strength, and grace, showing the world what it truly means to be a mother. We continue to send love and healing thoughts to Annie, David, and little Manthyra, their miracle baby, as she bravely fights her way to recovery. Georgi Rusev is no stranger to keeping secrets, especially from his wife, Darcey Silva, and this time, it's not about a past relationship or financial issues. It's his career that's raising eyebrows. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Know that Georgie has always been a bit mysterious, and now, even Darcey herself is questioning whether she truly knows what her husband does for a living. Darcey, who began her 90 Day Fiancé journey on before the 90 Days Season 1 alongside her twin sister Darcey Silva, has endured a series of heartbreaks, toxic relationships, emotional betrayals, and 2 failed engagements with Georgie himself. But despite all that, she shockingly tied the knot with the Bulgarian fitness trainer-turned-massage therapist in November 2023. Since then, however, things haven't exactly been smooth sailing. Darcey frequently hints at being single on social media, keeping fans in suspense over the true state of her marriage. Still, the couple made their franchise return on Happily Ever After? Season 9, where new drama emerged, and this time, it's all about George's secretive work life. In the new season, Darcey heads to Bulgaria to meet George's family for the very first time. A shocking revelation considering they've been romantically involved for years. Georgie admitted that Darcey is the first woman he's ever introduced to his parents, raising questions about just how open and serious he's been about the relationship all along. While Darcey is flying across the world to finally connect with George's roots, it turns out Georgie has been hiding something a little closer to home: his job. Georgie came to America from a small town near the Greek border. When he first arrived in the US, he had almost no money and had to take whatever jobs he could find. He started as a lifeguard, dabbled in modeling, and eventually found his niche as a certified massage therapist, a role he honed for over 6 years before making his debut on Darcey and Stacey. He once worked with home spa therapy, designing customized sports massage treatments, thanks to his background in fitness and athletics. But now, he seems to have upgraded, big time. In March 2025, fans were shocked when Yara Zaya posted a selfie with Georgie on Instagram, tagging the luxury Brickell spa where he now works, LUX Med Spa. The encounter was described by Yara as an unexpected meeting, but what surprised fans more was realizing that Darcey herself had never even been to George's workplace. This bombshell gained traction when Georgie arrived late to Darcey and Stacey's 50th birthday bash, a massive moment for the twins. While Stacey's husband, Florian Sukic, was already at the venue helping out, Georgie was still at work. That's when Darcey revealed something even more confusing. She had no idea what Georgie actually did for a living anymore. According to Darcey, she had always assumed Georgie worked the front desk at the spa. But on her birthday, when she asked him why he couldn't take the day off, Georgie casually dropped a bomb. He had been promoted, possibly to director of operations or even spa manager. Darcey was stunned. She had no idea Georgie had moved up in his career, and worse, he never bothered to tell her. Even Florian was shocked that Darcey was in the dark. Florian hinted that Georgie was now earning big money, likely in the range of $6,000 to $7,000 per month, if not more. He compared it to his own former front desk salary of $5,000 per month, saying Georgie's new role meant more responsibility and significantly more income. Still, Darcey was left guessing. He never gave me a number, she admitted. Georgie hadn't shared his salary, job title, or responsibilities, and this lack of transparency only deepened her doubts about his commitment to the relationship. Whether it's not telling Darcey about his family, keeping his promotion a secret, or never inviting her to his workplace, George's habit of withholding key information continues to fuel speculation about his true intentions. Is he trying to protect Darcey from stress, or is he simply living a double life? With Darcey traveling to Bulgaria to uncover more about her husband's past and their future hanging in the balance, fans are left wondering, can this marriage survive yet another round of secrets? And perhaps most importantly, what else is Georgie hiding? 90 Day Fiancé star Julia Trubkina has weathered many storms over the years. Public marital struggles, cultural shock, and near divorce. But none have hit her quite as hard as the loss of her beloved dog, Simba, whom she called her son. Julia, originally from Russia, moved to the U.S. about 5 years ago on AK-1 visa to marry Brandon Gibbs. What followed was a complicated journey of love, adjustment, and survival. Their story took center stage on 90 Day, the last resort, where they confronted marital tensions so serious they nearly split for good. But despite the chaos, Julia and Brandon emerged from the tell-all as the only couple still standing, even making plans to bring Julia's parents to the U.S. However, just when things seemed to be turning around, tragedy struck. In May 2025, Julia announced the heartbreaking news that Simba, her cherished dog and emotional anchor, had passed away. Simba was more than just a dog. He was Julia's emotional lifeline during her toughest times in America. Adjusting to life on a quiet Virginia farm with Brandon and his conservative parents was a far cry from the fast-paced city life she once had as a go-go dancer in Russia. With her family thousands of miles away and her marriage often on the rocks, Simba was her constant, a source of comfort, stability, and unconditional love. Julia has been open about how deeply this loss has impacted her. During a recent solo trip to visit family in Belgrade, Serbia, Julia shared a hauntingly beautiful Instagram story about a dream she had. "Last night I saw you in my dream for the first time in a month and a half since you were gone. And even in my dream, you tried to protect me from a bear, and I tried to protect you." Her words left fans in tears. The bond she had with Simba was clear, a relationship that gave her a sense of motherhood, companionship, and healing when little else in her life made sense. Simba's health began to decline in April 2025 after he was diagnosed with a serious illness. And although it's been more than a month since his passing, Julia's grief still runs deep. Her heart-wrenching tribute to Simba on social media was raw and emotional. "Run on the rainbow, my boy. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. I really hope I was a good mommy to you. The pain I feel cannot be expressed in words or tears. My best, beloved boy, you will always be in my heart. Thank you for being in my life. I don't know what I'll do without you. I love you with all my heart, Simba." Her message struck a nerve with fans across the 90 Day Fiancé community, who flooded the post with messages of love and support. "R.I.P. Sweet Simba," one fan wrote. Another added, "So sorry. Losing a pet is heartbreaking. Dogs are family." Simba's death has left a maternal void in Julia's life, one she may have already been grappling with as she and Brandon continue to navigate their differing views on starting a family. Her connection to Simba gave her an outlet to express nurturing, protective love, and his absence now leaves a hole no one else can fill. Julia's decision to travel alone to Serbia to reconnect with family, notably without Brandon, may also highlight a deeper emotional distance between the couple. While Julia continues to show strength online, her pain is unmistakable. Julia's story is a poignant reminder that grief doesn't always come from losing a person. Sometimes, it's losing the soul that gave you comfort when the world felt too heavy. For Julia, that soul was Simba. As she continues to process this profound loss, fans remain by her side, sending prayers, sharing their own stories of pet loss, and reminding her that she's not alone. We send Julia and Brandon love and light as they move through this incredibly difficult chapter, honoring Simba's memory and the unconditional love he gave them. 90 Day Fiancé fans, rejoice! Tiger Lily Taylor and Adnan Abdel Fattah are officially back on our screens. After making their unforgettable debut on Before the 90 Days Season 7, the couple has returned in Happily Ever After Season 9, and things are already heating up. While they didn't appear in the premiere on July 6th, Tiger Lily and Adnan made their entrance in episode July 2nd, 13, and their storyline is already packed with cultural conflict, fiery opinions, and big life changes. Are Tiger Lily and Adnan still together? Yes. Not only are Tiger Lily and Adnan still going strong, but they're officially navigating their next chapter as husband and wife, parents, and partners building a life in America. Adnan recently arrived in the US on a permanent visa and moved into their new Montana cabin with Tiger Lily and their baby daughter. But from the moment he landed, tensions started to brew. In a classic Adnan moment, he insisted on driving his wife home from the airport, saying a husband sitting while his wife drives looks ridiculous. Tiger Lily, never one to hold back, was quick to shut that down. The controlling man thing is not going to fly over here in the States. And just like that, viewers knew this season would be another emotional roller coaster. When did Tiger Lily and Adnan get married? The couple tied the knot in September 2023. The same day, Tiger Lily flew to Jordan to meet Adnan in person for the first time. After meeting through a bold DM slide, they wasted no time taking the plunge. Their extravagant wedding was dubbed the Festival of Adnan, a title he coined despite the fact that Tiger Lily funded the entire celebration. Their wedding raised eyebrows and cheers alike, becoming one of the most talked about moments of Before the 90 Days Season 7. Do they have children? Yes, Tiger Lily and Adnan are now parents to a baby girl named Zayn 7, born in August 2024. The couple reunited in Turkey for a post-wedding baby-making trip just 2 months after getting married. Not long after, Tiger Lily shared the happy news of her pregnancy with fans, telling people, "I was thrilled to find out I'm pregnant so quickly. I can't wait for Adnan to join me in the US for my pregnancy journey." Adnan missed the early part of her pregnancy while waiting for his visa to be approved, but now he's in the US, stepping into fatherhood full-time. Religion remains a tense topic. One of the biggest hurdles in Tiger Lily and Adnan's relationship continues to be religion. While Tiger Lily has not converted to Islam, it's clear that Adnan hasn't given up hope. In a tense preview for Season 9, Adnan pressures her by saying, "It's the last chance you convert to be a Muslim mother. It's Allah telling us, if we are not following him, we are burning forever in hell." Tiger Lily, clearly upset, storms out of the room, making it clear she won't be forced into a decision about her faith, even if it causes friction in their marriage. What's next for Tiger Lily and Adnan? Their journey is just beginning. Between raising a newborn, adjusting to life in rural Montana, and navigating clashing cultural and spiritual beliefs, Tiger Lily and Adnan's return promises plenty of emotional moments, raw conversations, and unexpected twists. Will their love survive the pressure? Can they find common ground as parents? And will Tiger Lily ever consider converting to Islam? One thing's for sure, Tiger Lily and Adnan's journey is far from over and happily ever after. Season 9 is the most explosive chapter yet.